Storm Bert still close by, but a quieter day of weather ahead, and the outlook is more settled. I'll have all the details of that and more coming up on Good Morning Britain.
Monday.
From news reporting there from a councillor who said in one of the areas affected, the weather warning wasn't serious enough.
So our weather warnings, they're yellow, amber, red, and they're impact-based. So if you look at the text that was in them, the amount of rainfall we said would fall, fell. The snow we said would happen, happened. The problem is that the ongoing knock-on to what happens on the ground, where the water goes, then that's where the Met Office work with it falls, what will then happen to it. But I think the main thing is we named the storm. It was named because it wasn't just going to be a spell of wet and windy weather. We knew there'd be widespread disruption, and there was. So there'll be a big wash-up from the Met Office in the coming week with the Environment Agency and with the local government to say, were these areas, should they have been amber, but that will happen later on this week. But the main thing is it was named not just because we had the snow and the rain and the wind, it was a multi-for those. And then we had the rain. So the problem is there is snow on the mountains of Wales as well. So it was a multi-hazard storm that actually is still close by, but it is an improving story. And actually, it's the longest I think we've seen a storm that's been named hanging around the UK. Still sitting to the north, a warning for strong winds until 10 o'clock this morning across northern areas of Scotland as it clears away, so the weather improves. Drier, brighter, lighter winds and no rain. That's most important. This is what happened with our wind gusts. Storm Bert wreaked havoc this weekend. We saw widespread disruption. There were fatalities from torrential rainfall, heavy snowfall, strong winds. Disruption at airports. It's likely that there's still ongoing delays at airports today with aircraft in the wrong place. So the advice is to still check before you travel. And Storm Bert still with us. A deep area of low pressure, isolated showers and temperatures sitting around average. So how do things play out as we head through the rest of the week? Well, the good news is we have no more named storms in the forecast. And actually, another more good news, we have no warnings in force other than the 10 o'clock this morning one in Scotland. The rest of the week is warning free. So temperature-wise across the north of the UK, we sit below average. A cool outlook for most of the week. Percentage chance of rainfall. Again, welcome news. Today we have our scattered showers, but the rest of the week looks fine and dry with high pressure in. So certainly time to recover from all the wet weather we've had of late. Now, fortunately, is further south to England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Temperature-wise, sitting around about average, a bit of a difference compared to the very cold weather we had last week. Percentage chance of rainfall. Yes, we have some showers around today. They'll tend to clear. The risk of some wet weather on Wednesday. But again, high pressure brings a more settled outlook for many of us, thankfully, this week. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. This weekend, Storm Bert brought heavy snowfall, then strong winds and then torrential rain, which led to flooding. And there will still be impacts today. Storm Bert sits to the north of the UK. But the good news is it pulls away. The winds ease, it turns drier and more settled. It stays that way for many of us for much of the week. So that is welcome news. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. This weekend, Storm Bert caused havoc across the UK. Initially, we had snowfall because we had the cold weather around as the storm. News is, while Storm Bert is still with us, low pressure in the north, with still strong winds across the north of Scotland, it clears away. The isobars open up, the winds ease, a drier day ahead, a drier week ahead for many of us. And once the warning expires at 10 o'clock, there are no more warnings in force. So today, sunny spells and scattered showers, windiest across the far north, gusty winds across the north of Scotland this morning, still 50, 60 miles an hour with these blustery, heavy showers, isolated showers elsewhere. But the winds ease for all of us today and a drier outlook by this afternoon. 8 to 13 degrees, temperatures pretty much average for the time of year. But the welcome news, this dry, more settled weather lasts all week long.